It's called parenting. You know, you pawn off those chores onto your kids so that you don't have to do them. Yep, that's how it works. Now you know the secret. Why do we make you cook? Well, in theory, it's to teach you how to cook, but no, really, it's just because we don't want to do it. That's how it is. You know, these are the great mysteries that, as a parent, I'm now passing on to you. All right, cool. On the plus side, I now have let's say a small plethora of beacons. I don't think that there's such a thing as a small plethora. Right? Because that sort of runs contrary to the definition of a plethora, doesn't it? Yeah, I don't know. For those of you who are actual linguists or stuff, let me know. Can you have a small plethora? 4 luxury bedrooms, which right now they're unfurnished. If you don't mind curling up on a rug or sort of dusting yourself off in a corner in a room without a door, this is the height of luxury. But if you want to wait, that'll come later. Of course, sleeping in a building that's still under construction, probably not the safest thing in the world. So, something to keep in mind. It's art. That's what it is. It's art. I may have to leave it. I may have to fill in around this with other colors so that I can leave this llama, or maybe it's a giraffe. It could be a giraffe. I'd be okay with that. Yeah, you know, it's sort of a chubby giraffe. But, you know, it's Minecraft. Everything's chubby. Okay. You know, I've got free cam. I should use it more. Right, okay. So, okay, take 2. So what I really should do, maybe, is turn it red so it matches what's happening with these windows right here. Okay. See? Who says you can't do second takes in a live performance? Though, the reason I use glowstone there instead of something like sea lanterns is that the yellow splotchiness of the glowstone kind of matches the splotchiness of the end stone. So, you know, you got to coordinate your splotches. Okay, this is how I deal with my laundry. Is I just coordinate the splotchiness of the clothes from the horrible job I do when I wash them. It's like, hey, these pants have a little bit of splotchiness here, and this shirt's a little splotchy here. Perfect, they go together. This one doesn't have the splotchies, so yeah, we've got to try a different combination. You ever have that moment where you drink water to clear your throat, and instead you just choke on the water? Yes, welcome to my world. But honestly, I think the scale is right. Hey, peekaboo. 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 Okay, that was stupid, and we're just going to pretend that didn't exist. Or, more likely, I'm going to make a clip out of it, and it will live on YouTube forever. Accidental giraffes happen. You know, I mean, we all have these things that happen in our lives that change us, touch us for good or for ill. Many of those things are an accident. In this case, it's an accidental giraffe. You know, may you have accidental giraffes in your life. May you not have an accident with a giraffe, because that's bad for your car and also the giraffe. So let's try to keep that to a minimum, okay? And just do a wall of birch. Now, I could peel it, too. I've been doing a lot of peeling lately, though, and I think I really need to apply better sunscreen so I don't peel quite so much. Because, you know, you don't want to... You really don't want to damage your skin that way. It's just not great, so sunscreen. Tell your friends. I've never built with cake before. You know, some say cake is an inadequate building material. I think those people just have not thought creatively enough. Actually, that kind of looks like the giraffe has really, really epic rainbow-colored hair. It's got tremendous flowing locks of color. I mean, it's supposed to be a sunset, but really it just looks like this is a really, really fabulous, fabulous giraffe. I mean, look at that. You could not have asked for a more fabulous giraffe than that. Okay, well, the giraffe can be fabulous. Who am I to argue with what that giraffe wants? Totally fine. Yes, friends, the fine, that is total. Not unlike what you get from the government when you haven't paid your taxes. You get a total fine. I don't know where I was going with that, but it's probably a really bad joke in there somewhere. I'm not even sure there was ever anything good with that, but, we'll try. It'll be a laugh riot, as opposed to a real riot, which you typically want to avoid, as those can really get out of hand. But laugh riots, totally okay. Okay, I'm all for laugh riots. Yeah, maybe I will put it here. I'll put it here. Congratulations, I have made a decision. You are here to witness it. It's red letter day. Because you never know when I'm actually going to be able to make another decision. The ends of my hot chocolate. This is a sad time. At least I can celebrate the fact that I had hot chocolate. And, yes. And that is a good thing. Any day that starts with hot chocolate is probably better than days that don't. Okay? At least for me. I mean, some people, you've got to start with a Dr. Pepper. Other people, they really need that shot of coffee or something. But for me, hot chocolate is definitely the way to go. And, it's a little wet there. That's okay. That happens in aquariums. They tend to have water, which an aquarium without water tends to be bad for the fish. Okay. I highly recommend, if you are keeping fish, you do keep them in water, unless they are of the stick variety. In that case, you can just leave them in the freezer for easy snacking later. Okay? Okay. We got, see, these are important recommendations that I think we should all keep in mind. Live fish, water. Fish sticks, freezer. Okay? Cool. This problem is easily solved through science. Also, interior design. And sleeping. Sleeping is a way to solve many problems. Or at least make you feel like you're solving many problems, It doesn't like a little zigging and zagging. Snipers. Snipers do not like zigzagging because it makes you a harder target. Snipers would prefer you just go in a straight line at a constant speed. Or better yet, stand still. Okay? So, for the benefit of all of the snipers out there, just every once in a while just stop and smile. And then continue on with life. Or if you just do that in regular life, just every once in a while just stop and just start smiling. And then meander off. You'll get some weird looks and really screw with somebody's day. I don't ever do that again. What's wrong, Wolven? Are they coming for you? Are you feeling disturbed? Now, I'm not entirely sure how I want to cover that aquarium. I suppose it would be hilarious to have people fall into it. But, there are days that's probably not the best option that I could have. Do I really, really want that sort of liability just for comedic value? And sometimes the answer to that question is yes. Yes, sometimes the comedy is a lot more fun than the idea of somebody getting hurt, really. Okay, that's a joke. People shouldn't be getting hurt just for comedy's sake. At least that's what I tell people. I'm changing my mind. It happens. Sometimes the mind gets dirty. You need to change it for one that's a little bit cleaner, perhaps one that's seen a little less wear and tear. Unfortunately, my mind is one that I just kind of scooped out of a gutter at one point. You don't want to be inside my head. Believe me that it is difficult sometimes to keep the stream as family friendly as I want it to be, because I am just that. My mind is broken that way. Uh, how do you solve your problems? Well, I just ignore them and then they go away. You know, does that work for you? Are you ignoring me now? Go away. You know, it's just one of those things. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You got to really pick your moments, I guess. Okay, so remember the guy who said he didn't want the ceiling to be green? Okay. That guy has decided to wander off and do something else, and I'm going to be here for the next couple of minutes making the ceiling green. Okay, just for those of you wondering, you're playing the home game. It's like, wait a minute. He said he didn't want to make the roof green. That was somebody else, and sadly, I've taken over for him, and his mind no longer exists. In its place is the mind of somebody who's making the roof this green. It's going to be a color that I'm fairly confident. I'm almost confident. No, not even almost. I'm 100% confident whatever door I put in here is going to have a color. Yeah, I mean, it's just, that is what it is. I mean, you try different things, but it's going to have a color of some sort. Hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more fun.